Ditto. And the majority of these facts are given to us by the people over here at Sylph Road. So if you guys do not know who the people at Sylph Road are, go check them out on Twitter, on Reddit, or on Google, because they are geniuses. They are the geniuses behind all the Pokemon Go leaks and new information, especially a lot of the stuff that we're going to be talking about today. Fact number 1, we're going to talk about how you can catch a Ditto. This is the most important fact because you can't do any of these other facts without catching Ditto first. So Ditto is most commonly caught out of only 4 Pokemon: the Pidgey, the Rattata, Zubat, and Magikarp. And there has been like Pidgeotos or Pidgeots that have been confirmed. Like 1% of the catches have been out of one of those 2. But really you can only catch them out of those 4 Pokemon. So before you really never caught a Zubat or a Pidgey or a Rattata. I mean the Magikarp, yes, because you want a Gyarados, but you never caught the other 3. Now you catch everyone you find because you don't know if one is just a regular Rattata or if it's a Ditto. Tip number 2, there is currently no way to tell if any of those 4 Pokemon is actually a Ditto. A lot of people were saying that you could tell from the metal would be different, or the animation from the raspberry would be a little different, but that's not true. There's literally no way to tell. A lot of people were saying that the face on the Pokemon, because if you guys know from the Pokemon Go, or the Pokemon series, the face of the Ditto Pokemon just looks stupid, and in Pokemon Go that's not the case. It all looks the same, the raspberry is the same, the animation is the same, although it has been reported, this isn't confirmed, it has been reported that a Ditto Pokemon might be a little bit harder to catch. I have heard of people throwing like Great Balls and Ultra Balls at Rattatas and it taking like 4 Ultra Balls to catch it, and it ended up being a Ditto. So they might be a little bit harder to catch, but that is literally the only way that you can maybe tell if it's a Ditto Pokemon. You can't know, you just kind of have to catch them all at this point. Fact number 3, Ditto is spawning worldwide, so if you have not caught a Ditto yet, have faith, because it's not like it's not spawning in your area. Actually, the first night Ditto was released, we went to the Fremont Niles Canyon Park and nothing was spawning there. We were there for like half an hour. There were people who were there for an hour looking for Ditto and nobody found anything. Okay, we're here at the Niles Canyon Park and we're gonna go and pretty much lure up all of these stops right here. I got my lures ready. I did talk to some people who have been walking around for like an hour trying to catch them. They have not had any luck. And my friend Jonathan's been driving around here for like half an hour. He's had no luck. Again, park is lured up. I have been talking to some people walking around and no one's found anything. And I thought that, okay, maybe they're just not spawning in Fremont, but this dude at the park was like, yo, I caught 4 at the Safeway down the street. So we went to the Safeway and we caught one there. So they are spawning everywhere. They're kind of hard to find. You know, they made it so that you can't just walk out of your house, find a Rattata, and then get Ditto. Some people got lucky like that. So I got a lot of reports of people who were like, yeah, I like, you know, saw this update was a thing, so I opened Pokemon and I caught a Rattata just sitting at my house and it was Ditto. So you really don't know if it's Ditto or if it's not Ditto, but they are spawning everywhere. So you definitely can find one. If you're not finding one by you, maybe you have to travel around a little bit, go check out some other spots, maybe throw a lure down or something, but they are spawning where you're located. Guaranteed. Fact number 4, you can use Ditto as your buddy. As a matter of fact, I'm doing that right now. I'm walking that guy because I want the Ditto candy because his CP matters when he is in a gym, and it does take 3 km to walk 1 candy for your Ditto. And sadly, you cannot have him right on your shoulder like a Pidgey or like a Pikachu. Although that would be kind of cool, just kind of like a little purple blob just chilling there, but that's not a thing. It's not possible. Fact 5, you can catch Ditto using incense or lures. Now this is something that I did not think was possible because we were walking around. Again, we were at the Niles Canyon place and we lured up like 8 stops and we caught nothing. I mean, there were some Pidgeys, there were some Rattatas, there were some Zubats, but none of them were Ditto. I threw an incense down and I caught like, I think I caught a Pidgey or a Rattata off the incense, nothing Ditto. And then we went to San Francisco where the entire pier was lured up and we only caught like, I think 1 or 2 Dittos in that area, or actually I think we only caught 1 on the pier. So haven't caught anything Ditto-y yet. We've got a couple Magikarps, some Pidgeys, Rattatas, but nothing's actually been Ditto. So far we've only been here how long, like half an hour? Yeah, probably like around half an hour, and we haven't gotten any Dittos. So I'm starting to think that they're not catchable from lures. I don't know if lures bring in the Ditto, Pidgeys, Pokemon, Rattatas, all that stuff, or if you actually have to find those in the wild. I thought that they were not spawnable from incense or lure. They just didn't pop up from that, but it was confirmed that you can and will catch Ditto Pokemon from a spawn or from a, or not from a spawn, from a lure or from an incense. So if you guys find a place where it's a pretty good spot where a lot of Pidgeys or Rattatas or Zubats spawn, pop an incense, pop a lure at a stop, and then you will probably catch a Ditto at some point. Tip number 6, you can catch multiple Dittos. That was something that I had a question of like right when the game came out, right when Ditto dropped, is that can you catch more than 1 Ditto, or is it just like kind of a 1 catch event? Because with Ditto, obviously you don't need multiple to go to a gym, because your Ditto does the whole transform thing kind of by itself and it doesn't like need the backup, but at the same time it could be kind of cool to roll with like a full squad of Dittos. And obviously obviously if you get a bad Ditto, you might want to catch more so you get a good one. So I didn't know if it was like a one catch event and that's it, or if you could do multiple. But yes, you can have multiple Dittos. I have 4 at the moment, and I will be hunting for more over the weekend, and I do fly back to LA Sunday night, so we'll enjoy 3 days of this event at the pier and at Long Beach. So we're gonna catch just a whole mess of Dittos, and then we're gonna go out and do a Ditto only gym battle takeover, and we're probably gonna lose, but it's gonna be awesome, and I can't wait for that. But yes, you can have more than one Ditto. Now we're gonna move from how to catch Ditto to how to use Ditto in gym, because the Ditto gym stuff is actually really complicated. So I'm gonna do my best to explain the main, what is this, 5 tips about how to use Ditto in the gym. So tip number 6, when using in a gym, Ditto will transform automatically at the beginning of the battle to the first Pokemon it encounters, and it will stay as this Pokemon throughout the remainder of the gym battle. So if you go attack a gym that's level 3 and there is an Arcanine, there's an Alakazam, and there's a Rhydon, which is very possible because everyone has an Arcanine. Rhydon is OP now, everybody has a Rhydon. And then the Alakazam is one of the most OP Pokemon, very ironically because it sucked before. But if you go to a gym like that and you use your Ditto is gonna mimic that Arcanine. Now if you're lucky enough to kill the Arcanine, which is really hard to do because the Ditto's CP is like almost cut in half when you battle against another Pokemon. But if you do defeat the Arcanine, your Ditto will not transform back to Ditto and then transform into Alakazam when it battles the Alakazam, but it will stay as an Arcanine throughout the entire gym battle. So when you are attacking a gym, Ditto only transforms once. Tip number 7, Ditto does not match the CP of the Pokemon it battles, but it instead becomes the CP of the copied Pokemon using Ditto's levels and IVs. There is a calculation, there's a scientifical, mathematical calculation behind how this works. I have no idea what the hell it is, nor can I figure that out. We're gonna go Wigglytuff, or Ditto versus Wigglytuff. This is actually like my first ever real gym battle with the Ditto, so hopefully he transforms and doesn't get killed before the attacks. There we go. Oh, no, he's dead already? What? I want to find a weaker Pokemon in a gym. So here we go. We got the Ditto change 360. Ah! But all right, let's see. And we're going to transform into the Arcanine. Oh, hey, we got it. We got the Arcanine. Yes. There we go. We got his Arcanine. Now he's going to cut like 2-shot us because Arcanine's only 380 CP. It depends on your CP of your Ditto, the HP of the Ditto, and the IVs of the Ditto. And that, you know, if you go up and you battle a 1500, again, I'm gonna use Arcanine as, no, Muck. We'll use Muck, because who the hell uses a Muck in the gym? If you go battle a 1500 Muck, you're not gonna get a 1500 Muck when you use your Ditto against it. You're gonna get some calculated CP depending on the CP of your Ditto and the IVs of your Ditto and probably the HP. So it's complicated. I do not know exactly how that works. I would love to go in more depth about it. If you guys do know any information or know the actual calculation, let me know down in the comments, or if there's any links to people who think they figured it out, let me know down in the comments, because that is something that I really want to figure out. That's some very valuable information, because knowing how much CP your Ditto will change into is going to be important when you're going into battle that gym, because, I mean, you know, do you want to use your Ditto against this Pokemon, or do you want to use an actual Pokemon against it? So that's, again, just something that's a fact, but not one that I've actually completed. Fact 8, Ditto retains original transformation even after being swapped out -in. Defensive Dittos do not transform again. Now, 99% sure that this fact means that if you put a Ditto in a gym, if somebody goes in and battles that Ditto with, let's say, Vaporeon, the Ditto is going to change into that Vaporeon on defense, and it's going to stay the Vaporeon even if that person leaves the gym and someone else comes in to battle that gym. I think that's what that means. Yeah, that's what it means when it says defensive Dittos do not transform again. It's just one transformation both on defense and offense. And finally, tip number 10, which isn't really a good big finale one, but Ditto matches the type and abilities of copied Pokemon when you're in a gym, which is actually, if you think about it, that's insanely cool, because if you go up against a water type with Bite and Hydro Pump, I don't even know if that's like an actual combo, but let's say you got a water type with, yeah, right, a Gyarados, so, well, that's a dragon. You got a dragon type with Bite and Hydro Pump. When you go and battle with your Ditto, it's going to copy the exact moveset, and it's going to copy the exact type. It literally copies everything about that other Pokemon except for the CP and except for the HP, which kind of sucks. It'd be cool if it was like an exact copy, but then there would be no point in one getting more than one Dittos, and, well, I guess getting more than one Ditto, you know, that makes sense, but there'd be no sense in having a Ditto with good CP or good IVs. You know, you kind of have to calculate those in when battling in gyms. But yeah, so the Ditto will copy the movesets, and it'll copy the type, and it'll copy the exact Pokemon 100%, but the CP is just, it's back to tip number whatever the hell it was, it's all calculated. So those are really the top 10 biggest things you guys need to know about Ditto. There were 5 about how to catch Ditto, and there were 5 about how to use him in gym, and those were the top 5 for each category. So let me know, again, let me know down in the comments if you've caught Ditto, what did you catch Ditto off of if you haven't caught Ditto, and have used Ditto in gym, and how did that go? Because I have done a couple gym battles with Ditto, just kind of mess around for videos for you guys, but I have 4 Dittos right now. None of them are great, so I'm gonna try to catch more. I need a good IV one, and then I'm gonna power that motherfucker up. But then we're gonna go out and do some serious gym battles. But I'm really looking forward to seeing this Pokemon in the future. Maybe they're gonna upgrade it a little bit, maybe they're gonna buff it, because it might need a buff. It's not the best in gyms. It's a really cool, really fun Pokemon. It's more of like a for fun Pokemon rather than an actual serious gym battler. And if you guys haven't seen any of the gym battle footage, make sure to check out my channel, because I've done gym battles, I've done wild catching, all that kind of stuff. But this video today was more of like a informational how-to video, because a lot of people, I'm still getting tons of questions, tons of tweets on how to catch it, how to use it in the gyms, of people who haven't caught it yet. So just want to kind of get this video to help educate you guys about this new awesome Pokemon. But yeah, that was today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys did enjoy this video and you find this video at all helpful, make sure to leave a like on the video, because that helps me a very lot. And also comment down below all those things that I told you to comment. I'm not going to repeat them because it was a lot. And here are the 4 of our Dittos. We've got 248 CP, we've got a Slide 196, a 102, and an 86 that I'm actually walking. And here you can see you can walk it as your buddy. He's right there, and he's 3 km per candy. So the Ditto, I'm liking him a lot, and this double XP event is crazy. I did get to level 30 yesterday, which was awesome. And also for the Stardust event, I do have 974,000 Stardust, which means we definitely will break 1 million by next week. And then we can finally power stuff up, because I'm level 30, so I see a lot of, just level 30, you don't see the max CPs, but you pretty much see almost max CPs at level 30, so it's okay to like use all your Stardust at level 30. And then, I mean, 1 million Stardust, we can do a lot with that, so that's